everyone, today I'm going to be teaching you guys how I sleep trained Sebastian to sleep through the night. He sleeps 11 hours a night, which is the most amazing thing that's ever happened to us, right? First note, there shouldn't be anything in the crib. As you can see, the only thing in there is a fitted sheet and his mattress. There shouldn't be any bumpers, no pillows, no blankets, because you really want to avoid SIDS, and the chances of SIDS happening while something is in the crib is really, really high. I'm actually going to leave a link below to some information that you guys can read up on, because they'll probably be able to explain it a lot better than I can. The only thing I can tell you is there should be nothing in the crib. Every baby is different, so it's really important that you guys talk to your pediatrician. But for us, this specific routine worked. 30 minutes before it was time for his bedtime routine, we gave him a full bottle, whatever his bottle was going to be for the night. And after that, we went in, we started with his bath time. We dressed him for the night, we put him in his sleep sack. The most important thing is when you actually start your nighttime routine after you give them a bottle, you do it in a very dim room with no stimulation. It could be really quiet. You could put on like really faint like classical music if you like. We did it with no music at all. Whenever my husband and I needed to communicate, we would whisper. So we just wanted to make sure that we created a nighttime atmosphere. Right before you put them down in the crib, go ahead and hold them just kind of like close to you, and you can either walk back and forth very gently, or you can stand in one place. I would say hold them for up to 1 minute, or if they yawn, you could put them down before that 1 minute mark. But it's very important that you do not rock them to sleep, or else they're going to get used to that and want you to rock them to sleep every single night. When we were ready to put him down, we would put him into the crib, and I would like stroke his hair and be like, "Good night, honey, I'm going to see you in the morning," and then I would walk out of the room and close the door. Of course, he would immediately start crying. So I would let him cry for up to 10 minutes at a time. I would set a timer. If he stopped crying at any point during that 10 minutes, I would reset the timer. If he did not stop crying and he cried for 10 minutes straight, because it will happen, you come back in here for no more than 20 to 30 seconds. You either rub their back or rub their face, and you say, "Everything's gonna be fine. Mommy and Daddy are here, and we were gonna see you in the morning." You walk back out. Make sure that you do not pick them up and you don't spend too much time there. The first few days of sleep training is going to be the hardest thing you ever do, because no one wants to hear their baby cry. During the time that I was sleep training, when Sebastian was crying, I was sitting right outside his door and I was crying with him. So it's perfectly normal to cry and to be upset, because it really is a difficult transition. When we first started to sleep train Sebastian, he was still waking up for some nighttime feedings, which is perfectly normal. So we started sleep training Sebastian when he was 4 months old. He woke up for 2 feedings a night, once at midnight and once at 4 a.m. When he woke up for those feedings, I would come in here, I would not speak, I would give him his bottle very quietly, gently, and then again put him down and start that same routine all over again. You're gonna feel like you're doing the same thing over and over and over again for 3, 4, even 5 days, and then before you know it, just something is gonna click and they are gonna be able to soothe themselves to sleep, and you're gonna see that the time that they stay asleep is gonna be longer and longer. 2 weeks into sleep training, Sebastian ended up dropping one of his feedings. So he dropped the 4 a.m. feeding, and we only kept that midnight one, and within 4 weeks, he had completely slept through the entire night with no feedings and no waking up at all, and it was seriously the best thing that ever happened to us. An important part of sleep training also has to do with naps and how you change their nap schedule. So you can keep them on whatever time frame they're on for their nap schedule, but while you are sleep training for those first 48 to 72 hours, avoid having them fall asleep in a stroller, avoid having them fall asleep in a moving car. It's really important that they learn to take all of their naps in their crib, because that's gonna be their baseline for consistency, and to learn, okay, whenever mom puts me in the crib, that means it's time for me to sleep. The nap schedule may be the most difficult part to adapt to, and you're gonna do the same thing that you do at nighttime. You're gonna create, a dark atmosphere so that they can really just kind of like be lulled into going to sleep. If you put them down and they cry nonstop and you keep doing that 10 minute on, 10 minute on, and you keep trying and they just don't want to sleep, after 30 minutes, it's just not going to happen. You pick them up and you move on with your day, but you have to keep them awake until their next nap. That's super important, because by the time their next nap comes around, they're going to be so tired, they're just not going to have the energy to fight you for as long as they did during the last nap. We were able to get Sebastian on a consistent nap sleep training schedule, I would say about within 4 days. So it's going to be really, really hard. I know moms that have been able to do it in 2 days because they just had naturally really great sleepers. Sometimes it can take up to 5-6 days, so don't be discouraged. Just keep at it. That consistency is going to be the most important thing. And another note, never let any nap exceed 2 hours while you are sleep training. Another important note, if while you are sleep training your baby gets sick, unfortunately, you're just gonna have to do the best you can to comfort them, and you may have to put sleep training on the back burner until they're 100% again. So only start sleep training when your baby is 100% healthy and is not sick. Hopefully you guys found this video super helpful. I actually wrote a very detailed blog on ModaMobOfficial.com detailing how to start sleep training. I'm going to leave a link to that article in the description below, so make sure you check that out. I know it's going to be a rough couple days, you guys, but it is so going to be worth it. Make sure that you guys are subscribed to our channel, and if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below. I'll see you guys next time.